So, I told you that it was one of the things I wanted to do in the new year is to just sit and talk with you about things. And this is something that I've been going through and thinking about, and I want to share with you because it might be impactful for your life in some way, because it's been really impactful for me. Since Zion was born, I've gone up and down with feeling bad about myself because I don't feel as feminine as I once did. I just have these days where I'm like, ugh, I'm not as feminine as I used to be. It's hard as a mom with the life that I'm living now. I'm a stay-at-home mom when I'm at home, and then I go out and I speak. I just don't have as much time to dress up, to put effort into my appearance, to put effort into looking stylish every single day, to doing my hair, to doing my makeup, as I used to. It's just the reality that when you become a mom, you just don't have as much time to do things like that. And so I've been thinking about that a lot, and sitting with that and sitting with God with that feeling that I'm having, that I'm not as feminine as I used to be. And I felt the Lord so clearly just convict me and say, Emily, when did you start to believe the lie that your appearance is equal to your femininity? Is equal to the level of femininity that you are achieving in your life? When did you start to believe that your femininity is measured by your closet, measured by the shoes you wear, measured by how well you can do your makeup, is measured by how stylish you can be? When did you come to link those two things? And I was like, whoa. Because then I really started to think about it and think about the reality that your God-given femininity and my God-given femininity are not defined by our closets, are not defined by our makeup bags, are not defined by the shoes that we wear, are not defined by the hobbies that we partake in. That our femininity, we so often fall prey to the lie that our femininity is, the measure of it is in our exterior, when in reality, our femininity, our God-given qualities that we have as women, flows from the inside. My femininity is defined by my character, my heart, my soul, my qualities, the love that I have to share with the world, not how well I can dress up. Yeah, I think I'm not as feminine as I used to be, and yet I'm still breastfeeding my son. That I'm nursing Zion multiple times a day, and I'm like, oh, I'm not as feminine as I used to be. Is that action of my femininity, is that not like a glaring example of womanhood, of femininity, of the beauty of my femininity that God gave me to live out, is to nourish my child all day long? And I just had to realize that I have to unlink these two things. I've come to realize that there are as many facets to femininity as there are women in the world. And as I've been thinking about this, I thought of such a beautiful example of femininity in Mother Teresa. That in the Catholic Church, she's Saint Mother Teresa. And that this woman lived femininity. That she poured out her feminine love and her heart and her soul in service and love for people into the world. And she wore the same thing every day. And by the world's standards of beauty, physically, people didn't consider her beautiful. She didn't have a pedicure. She didn't have fancy shoes on her feet. And she wore the same thing every day. And yet, she lived femininity in such a beautiful, selfless way that really has shown me, that has brought to light this reality that yes, the two are not linked. That it is good when I dress up. I like dressing up. It's fun for me to do. But that on the days when I'm dressed up, the days when I do my makeup, the days when I'm, did it all and I'm feeling good, I'm not more feminine than the days where I'm not able to do that. And my hair is in a greasy ponytail and I'm in sweatpants just trying to survive the day. That it's so important for me to remember that those are just two facets of my life, and that doesn't change. That it flows from the interior, and that's such an important revelation and reality that I've had to embrace going forward. That femininity comes in all shapes and sizes and volumes and closets and makeup bags and knowledge of how to do makeup and no knowledge of how to do makeup. And I think that when we realize that there's so much more to femininity than this box that we've limited it to, it changes everything, because you can step into ownership of the facet of femininity that God has given you, right? The unique qualities that you bring, the unique love that you bring, the unique heart, character that you bring to the world, to take ownership of the facet of femininity that God has given you as a female in the world, wherever that might be, right? You might be a teacher, you might be a nurse, you might be, an accountant. There's a million things that you could be doing. You might still be a student. The places in your life, that these areas in your life, you can pour out that feminine love. Because I think that when we die and we go to meet the Lord, it really, your appearance, how stylish we were and how good we looked. It's fine if you love all those things. Be as stylish as you want. But when we go to meet God, it's not going to matter. What's going to matter is how well I loved and how well I stewarded what God gave me, and how much I listened to his call and loved the people right in front of me, how well I acted as the hands and feet of Christ in the world. That's really affected me positively, and I hope that that can affect you positively too. Recognizing that you are created in the image and likeness of God, perfectly unrepeatable and amazing, and that's a really good thing. You wear those high heels or flats, or you go fishing, or you join that beauty pageant, and all of those facets to what women bring to the world are truly incredible. That's what I've been thinking about while sweet little Zion sleeps in the other room. That's all for today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye!